Hello. I'm not very happy right now, and politics is largely to blame. Specifically, the Gaza genocide, which I've alluded to in previous videos. I should give a trigger warning. I'm going to mention some really horrible things related to war and genocide, so feel free to switch off and watch something else. I wish I could switch off, but I just can't. My autistic brain keeps returning to the genocide. My autistic brain loves to latch onto something and torture me with it. For the first 20 years of my life, I had absolutely no interest in politics. Then the Iraq War happened. 1 million dead, 4 million refugees, and several war criminals who still enjoy their freedom. Why do I care so much? Why can't I just ignore things that are happening thousands of miles away? I don't know whether it's because of my own trauma from being treated unfairly, or whether my brain is just wired to hate injustice. The need for fairness does seem to be a common autistic trait. I think it's grounded in the need for consistency and predictability. And when people so obviously break rules and treat people badly, we hate the inconsistency as well as the reality that people have been hurt or killed. I feel embarrassed to exist in a world that seems so indifferent to a nightmare beyond our comprehension. I feel embarrassed to have goals or find joy in anything while people are suffering in so many different ways. Omar from Gaza wrote this on Twitter a few days ago. On our way south, the road felt like hell itself. A bus carrying a family was bombed, and it was the first time I saw body parts flying through the air. Every kilometre or so, you would see a car completely charred with the people inside, people who had lives and dreams. I lived through experiences you cannot even imagine. Death was closer to me than my jugular vein. I thought the horrors of World War II were uniquely evil and would never be repeated, but here we are. I don't want my kids to grow up in a world like this. I don't want anyone to live in a world like this. My copy of Jodie Hare's Autism is Not a Disease, The Politics of Neurodiversity arrived last week. In the book, she quotes the late David Graeber. The ultimate hidden truth of the world is that it is something that we make and could just as easily make differently. I agree, but it's so hard right now to see the world changing for the better, and yet we must do what we can. I keep telling myself that, but I also need to hear it from other people. Anyway, thank you for listening, take care, and free Palestine.